Morning. Good morning. Where are you guys piping in from this morning? Where are you coming in from this morning? I am in Medellin, Colombia. Where are you coming in from? Thank you. Sound a little bit better, a little bit better. The nights kill me a little bit here, but nursing myself back, nursing myself back. Yeah. So where are you guys coming in from? Doing a quick survey here. Where you're coming in from? Nicaragua, Boston, Chile, Australia, Kansas City, Tennessee, South Carolina, Dallas, Texas, Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn. Nice. Cali, Colombia, New York City, Minnesota, Frisco, Texas. Welcome, Orlando. All over. Lots in the States. Greece. Welcome, Greece. Sinuses, yes. Sinuses. Sinuses a little bit. There's more to the throat, actually. San Jose, California. Mexico. Guys, I want to just quickly show you. I actually wanted to bring you in on this trade, but I realized that in experimenting with going live on YouTube, I had my settings for YouTube and not for Periscope. So I tried to go live and it took me to YouTube and the trade's going on. So it's not like I could fumble around with the new settings. So I had to wait for the trade to be over, then do the settings, put the settings back into the software to come here. But anyway, I do want to show you this. Let me show it to you right now. So not rocket science here, guys. Not rocket science by any means. My traders should understand this very thoroughly. Here's what we call the Fabulous Four. My traders are taught how to trade off of this Fabulous Four zone. All right. First bar of the morning is actually a bullish bar. It gives us a nice bull bottoming tail bar. You see that tail here means the stock shot up and then it started to produce green. But this positive bar is in negative territory. Negative territory is under the Fab Four. That means that we have conflict, right? You got conflict in the market in the form of the position under the Fab Four is negative, but the bar is positive. So I had to wait for BABA to eliminate its positivity so that there would be a match. So you not rarely, but you usually do not want to trade with a conflict. So position is negative, that's down under the Fab Four. The first bar is positive, but when BABA eliminates the positivity, here's the full elimination of the positive bar. That's when there's no more conflict. So now if we paint these bars in, this will give you a clearer picture of what you're dealing with, right? So whenever we have consecutive bars in a row of the same color, I tell traders, paint them in your mind, and this will give you a clearer picture of what you're dealing with. So now we're dealing with a fat red movement that has canceled. Let me move that chart back because it's moving in real time here. So what this red bar has done is canceled out the positive bar that was providing the conflict. Boom. That's my entry. Okay. That's my entry. Now I felt that there was going to be a bounce back up into that negativity about halfway. Boom. I get actually short here and more short up there. My traders know the reason for that. All right. And now if you watch my stories on Periscope, you see me coming out of the play here. All right. After we get some distance away from that initial drop. And that's basically it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, not rocket science. I'm always telling you guys that this game is really not as hard as a lot of you sort of make it out to be. I find that the vast majority of the complexity in trading or the difficulty that traders experience, that difficulty comes from them. It does not come from the market. The market doesn't really have difficulty. The market has three things, right? It goes up, it goes down, and sometimes it goes sideways. So the very components of what create the market's movements, those components are basic. It's simple. It's not complex like a space rocket. It's not complex like the human body. It's not complex like the smooth running engine of a brand new Ferrari. It's freaking primitive. Up, down, sideways. Duh. That's all it does. So if the market is that basic and simple, but yet it seems complex, difficult, hard to figure out, that's all coming from the human being. That's all coming from the baggage or the thoughts or the belief system that the trader brings to this simple game. And if you can just put that shit aside, right? If you can just put that to the side for a little period of time and experiment with operating with very basic concepts. This is a freaking basic concept I explained to you. Duh, we're under all of the activity from yesterday. That's negative. We're under, all right, let's go over it again. All right. So we are under the activity from yesterday. All right. We have conflict in the form of a bullish bar. So we're in negative territory, but we have conflict because we're in negative territory with a positive bar. It is here that BABA eliminates its conflict. It is here that I enter. It is here that I get more on the bounce back up, and it is here that I cover. And that's playing the market. That's playing the market like a freaking kid, like a 12-year-old video game player that doesn't overcomplicate things. You understand? Someone's saying, why aren't people following me? You mean, why aren't people following me like they follow the people that they shouldn't follow? That's crazy. It's usually the case, guys. It's usually the case. But that is freaking basic. I mean, that's the type of stuff that 12-year-olds playing video games do. You know, we as adults, we tend to like to overcomplicate things. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unnecessary to do that. This game is about twos. I'm always telling my traders this. Listen to this. This game is about the number two. If you can get the twos correctly, the twos, then you've got the game figured out. Check this out. There are two colors in this game, red and green. There are two movements largely, up and down. See, two. There are two primary bar types. There's what I call elephants and tails. Baba's first bar was a tail bar. Okay. Two dominant bar types, elephants, boom, and tails. Two. There are basically two dominant moving averages you see on my chart, the 20-period moving average and the 200-period moving average. Two. Okay. You have two positions, right? Baba's position this morning was negative. That's under the moving averages and the prior price data from yesterday. And then you have a positive position. If Baba had opened over its moving averages and over yesterday's price activity, you'd be in positive territory. So two broad positions, above and below, or positive and negative. Two. It's a game of twos. Okay. You've got a lot of other twos that I'm not going to say. There's a long list of twos, but you've got two actions, buy and sell. You've got two types of trades, long, short. You've got two different results, winning trade, losing trade. I mean, it's all about the twos. You understand? It's all about the twos and understanding those twos. And if you can understand the set of twos, you can figure out how to consistently make money in this game. It's all about understanding the twos. And this is part of what I go into with training my traders. The other problem is that most people think that you can buy experience. You see, and that's the problem that even the people who come to me, that's their problem. They think that because they come to me, because they have bought into a program of mine that they should instantly be successful now. But didn't I buy success? What? No, it's like paying for your swimming instructor for your child. You pay the instructor in advance and say, well, why is my kid not freaking swimming? I paid you yesterday. Like, that's stupid to think about that in real life like that, right? So, exciting stuff. So the problem is that people want to buy the experience, but what you're buying is you're buying a shortcut to your experience building period. You're going to take my 32 years where I can say, look, don't go that way. You're going to waste 4 years going down that road. Forget that road. Don't go down there. And let me tell you something. Don't do these 4 things. I'm telling you, if you want to save your life, do never do these 4 things. That's what you're buying. So you're buying this shortcut. You're buying a roadmap instead of trying to figure out which way to go. You're buying a roadmap that has marked the entire journey. And this roadmap is going to dramatically shorten the time that it takes for you to become experienced. But do not ever think that success at this happens before your experience. Like, how can that be? Anything that happens before you become experienced is luck. Only after your experience can you say that what you do comes from you and your skill and your know-how and your ability. But to think that you're not an experienced trader, but you should win, is to really be a freaking idiot. It's to be the dumbest of the dumb. You can't have success in anything until after you become experienced in that thing. You understand? So people want luck. They don't want experience. They want luck. That's why they buy things like signals. Oh, you mean I can just buy this signal package and get signals and I don't have to work. I don't have to become experienced. I don't have to become knowledgeable. It won't take time. I'll get instant success without experience building. Yes, they did. And that's what gets the suckers who don't want to even look at this like everything else in life. They think that it's possible to have success without putting time and effort into becoming experienced. And let me tell you this. I'm going to leave you with this. During your experience building hours, that's right, 10,000 hours. During your experience building 10,000 hours, you are going to lose. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I don't care who you're with. With me, you're going to lose. With someone else, you're going to lose. With Almighty God, you're going to lose. You lose during the experience building period. It's just no way around it. That is why I created this program. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go through your experience building period, destroying your family, killing your finances? Because that's what's going to happen. You are going to ruin your money. I created a program where you don't have to ruin your money during the experience building period because you are going to be a loser. It's just the way it happens. You understand what I'm saying? Super. I got a super heart. From Bros Jack. Thank you. Thank you, Bros. I got a super heart. Nice. Love that. I'll take the super hearts. I don't know what that means, but Salid spray. Okay, I'll try that. But anyway, you understand what I'm saying? So people think that it's possible to cheat this. Well, how can I circumvent the learning curve? How can I circumvent the experience building period? You can't. And why would you? Don't you want to be a decorated soldier? Experienced, almost hardened. I have been through it all. That's where you want to be. I have been through it all. The market can't do anything to me that it hasn't already done to me, and I've survived. Boom, experience. This will eliminate fear. This will provide the necessary confidence you need because no matter what now, you're beyond that phase where the market can eliminate you. You're beyond that point where the market can kill you. You survived. You made it. Your experience. And it is only after that point do you start to see the light of day. You understand? It is only after you have proven yourself to have lasting ability. It is only after you have been almost destroyed multiple times. It is almost after you have gone to hell and back. It is almost after you've experienced every possible freaking way the market can attempt to hurt you that you can start seeing the light of day. And there's no way around this. There is no cheating. There is no product. There is no course. There is no mentor that can erase that. Mentors can shrink the time it takes to get there, but they can't eliminate that period 100% entirely. No, 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 no. And every trader's arrival point is different, right? Look, it might take you 18 months to reach this point. It might take you 8 years. This is an individual pursuit. Every human being is different. Every person brings a different set of baggage to this game. I don't know if you are naturally disciplined or not naturally disciplined. Are you a rule follower, or do you have a personality type that likes to defy authority? Because that will translate into your trading by breaking rules. If you're not naturally a rule follower, a rule-based individual, if you're not orderly in your life, if you say, okay, I wake up at 6 a.m., I go to the gym at 6:30 p.m., I do this, I have breakfast. If you're not kind of orderly and rule-based like that, schedule-based, you're going to have a little more difficulty. It's not that that's bad. It's just that you're different. And so the rule-based person will have an easier time adopting some of the trading rules, whereas the other trader has to work on their psyche a bit more about becoming more of a rule-based individual. So every person's different. I don't know what belief system you bring to the market. Everyone brings a different belief system. Like good is up and down is bad, which is a terrible belief system as a trader. So some of you might need to have your belief systems turned upside down or completely destroyed or eliminated before you can go forward. Others have adopted decent belief systems, where maybe, this person, Oliver, I understand you, up is not good, down is actually good. And when you start there, all right, a little easier path here with this individual. And so everyone is different. Everyone is different. You might psychologically have an issue with loss. So just the idea of loss brings into your system so much fear that fear actually cripples intelligence, analytical ability, and the ability to execute in a timely, authoritative fashion. So every person is different. And I get this question all the time, Oliver, how long is it going to take me to actually start gaining my proficiency at this? I'm like, wait. That's my question. Why are you taking my question? My question to you is, how long is it going to take you to do what you're supposed to do? How long is it going to take you to become disciplined? How long is it going to take you, right, to become orderly in your trading life? How long is it going to take you to do what you say you're going to do? That's in your hands. I don't press your buy buttons. I don't press your sell buttons. I don't tell you when to trade. I don't even tell you predominantly what to trade. When to trade, where to trade it, that's you. So now I'm going to flip this around. My question to you is, how long is it going to take you? That's not on me. And I get that all the time. Does Oliver's method work? No, that's the wrong question. Do you work? You see, my tools are like the tools of a chef, right? So you watch me take these tools and make some incredible things. Oh, $4,400. Oh, I serve you $4,400 in the form of a nice baba dish this morning, right? Boom, $4,400 dish with my chef tools. Now I give these tools to you. Does that make you a chef? Okay, here are my tools. I give you all my tools over a weekend. I need Saturday and Sunday. That's it. Here are the tools. Now, are you a chef on Monday? Can you serve up with these tools $4,400 in baba in a few minutes? No. Now take these tools and over time become experienced with them. Get knocked around a little bit. Yes, get hurt sometimes. Figure it out. Grapple with them. You got to become an expert with the tools, but the tools don't make the expert. You understand? You still can't cheat becoming a chef so that the chef can utilize the brand new tools. You can't expect the tools to make the chef. A person who goes out to a culinary store and buys the most expensive chef tools does not come home a chef. Now, once the person becomes a chef, those tools can sing and produce magic. But the magic is coming from the chef through the tools. And it's the same with my trading tools. My trading tools don't make you a trader instantly. It's whose hands are the tools in. If you put a chef tools in the hands of a freaking crazy murderer, you'll get a different product than if you put the chef tools in the hands of a 5-star Michelin chef, right? Different thing. People are different. So it's not, does Oliver's method work? Does Oliver's tools work? No. Do you work? Are you an experienced trader? Do you have discipline? Are you the type of person who can do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it? These are the things that people don't want to work on. You want to work on yourself. Nobody wants to work on themselves. Nobody wants to change. You want to stay who you are and get the result. But in order to get the result, you have to change who you are right now. If you want something that you don't have now, you must become someone different than now to get that. You can't stay you and have what you don't have, because what you are has created what you have right now. So if you want something you don't have right now, then you can't stay who you are right now, because if that was the case, you would have it. So in order to have what you don't have right now, you must become someone that you are not right now, which requires change. And most people resist change. All right. I've taken my cold medicines here, trying to get myself nerves back together. Sorry I couldn't bring you in at least on a part of this trade, but at least got an opportunity to. This thing kept going down too. That's crazy. You see the baba? It kept going down. That's crazy. But anyway, I appreciate that. Somebody's saying, I hope these videos never disappear. Well, I think they'll be up. And I think that my team will probably take a segment from today and get this on YouTube so that it gives it a more permanent life. But you can't totally rely on these companies to keep a storage space for all of your content, Anyway, guys, I need you doing several things here. I'm glad you're here. I need you all following me on YouTube, Oliver Velez Trading. That's it, Oliver Velez Trading. Search that YouTube, subscribe, click that bell, turn notifications on. Guys, I'm putting out a video every single day. If you're really serious about this, I promise you, this is totally free. Don't think that because it's free, it's not powerful. I want you to the end of the year, just give me to the end of the year. I want you to take in this daily content on my YouTube channel every single day until the end of the year. You will not recognize yourself at the end of the year. I promise you that. That is my personal promise on everything I own. You won't recognize who you are. All right? Do that and you will be different. Do that and you will be changed. Do that and you will be more elevated. And that will cost you zero in terms of finances, just a little bit of time. Everything worthwhile takes some time. All right? Do that. Once you follow me on my Instagram stories, my Instagram page, very important. So I say the 3 most important things are here, all right, Periscope, YouTube, and Instagram, Facebook. All right? The other thing I will tell you is that if you ever have an opportunity to spend time with me in person, live, during one of my courses, the one that you want to do is called Live Trading Camp. And the name I call it the Live Trading Camp in Latin America, right? But the name in the States, or for my English-speaking audiences, has traditionally been Trade the Open Like a Boss. That is my baby. Do you understand? That is the only part of all of my programs where I allow no one else to touch, none of my other traders, none of my other people. That is mine. That is I, from start to finish. And that's the one you want. Live Trading Camp. There's one coming up here in Bogota. Live. Fly in. Let's do this. Fly in. Spend 3 days with me. All right. I will get you every tool you need to do this. In those 3 days, we will trade live together. And after those 3 days, we will trade live together 10 live trading sessions. I will make sure you put this shit down. You understand? And there's no real training without live trading with someone that knows what they're doing. You almost pick it up through osmosis. It's not theoretical. You see it in your face. You live it with that person. That's an integral part of my training, trading live with you. All right. And so that's the one you want. But listen, if you're not ready for that, you follow the YouTube videos, the content I'm putting out every day, the stuff I put out on Instagram and IGTV, I am telling you, you can elevate yourself that way as well. All right. I just say, don't do it with your own capital. That's not smart right now. Don't do it. And it is statistically proven that traders do better as traders when they're not trading their own capital, because traders feel they have a greiter right to be stupid with their own capital. But when you start to trade my capital, you know how careful you become? You know how that extra discipline kicks in because I want to please Oliver, or I know Oliver's watching. I mean, it holds you to a higher standard. Why do you think these billionaires trade other people's money? Because they need money? You think that's the reason? No, it holds them to a higher standard. They're better with other people's money. No one in this business trades with all of their money. Only poor people do that. Only poor people say, I don't want to trade anyone's capital. Only poor people do that. You know what I'm saying? No wealthy people have learned the power of other people's money. They don't use their money virtually for nothing. All right. So you shouldn't use your money in this business either. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Well, I gotta go create a nice little educational thing for my VIP Trading Club members. All right. So that's coming out to you if you're a VIP Trading Club member, guys, $10 a month. I'm hitting you up with something really nice here today. All right. So be on the lookout for that. Wow, Baba's new lows again. That's crazy. Power trending, power trending. Love it, guys. Ciao for now. Until next time. Boom. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Someone's asking me this question. This is a good question. Oh, isn't it better to wait to trade after 10 a.m.? I think that if you do that, you are missing the very best part of the trading day. Look, my thing is called trade the open like a boss. Don't trade. It's not called trade after the open like a boss. Wait, let's let the best part of the day go by, and let's trade the second or third best part of the day. No, don't do that. Don't let anyone fool you. Some professionals believe that you become more of a sucker after the first 30 minutes, that you shouldn't trade after the first 30 minutes. I won't go that far, but I know professionals. I mean, hardcore, long-term Wall Street professional traders. They've been in this business a long time and have accomplished some amazing things. Some of these guys will tell you you are a sucker after the first 30 minutes. I won't go that far, but I will tell you that your odds drop. Your odds drop after the first 30 minutes. And after the first 90 minutes, they plummet. Listen to me carefully. It's the last thing I'm going to tell you. After the first 30 minutes, your odds drop. After the first 90 minutes, they plummet your odds of making money. Remember those time frames. All right. All right. Do the pros trade pre-market? Yes, of course. All of them, no. But yes, mostly institutions and banks do a lot of pre-open trading. All right. That is not something that I think is particularly helpful for the average trader today. All right. So don't think you're missing out on anything. All right. How do we get a link to VIP? Listen, any questions regarding VIP, I want you to contact JC Verano.